What's up, man? Oh, what's up, everyone? Good morning. It is June 18th here in Los Angeles, California, USA. I think this is the earliest I've tried to stream. It's like 10 a.m. here, 10 something, 10:16. So we'll see how it goes. Is there a filter on me right now? Do I have a beauty filter on me? What's going on here? um, yeah, this is the earliest I've tried to stream. I wanted to stream more yesterday, but I was having the most insane, like, nerve pain. I think my jaw is fucked up, and I think one of my teeth is, like, chipped. So I was getting, like, nerve pain going up to, like, the side of my mouth, and my eyes were also really strained. I think I was spending way too much time behind the screen, so my eyes were really strained, and I had a lot of, like, just nerve pain all throughout my face. I was doing, like, eye massages and shit. So, yeah, I basically took a break. I didn't even wear my glasses. I think my glasses is part of it. I think they're not quite adjusted well. So, like, my eyes hurt after using them for a while. I don't know, I guess they don't seem that bad now. I kind of was bending them around trying to adjust them. But, yeah, I've been trying to just not use glasses, not look at screens so much. But that's a hard thing to not do when you're trying to do live streams, trying to be a live streamer. You have to look at the screen a lot. But I don't know, just doing my best. So I only streamed for a few hours in the afternoon yesterday. But I'm feeling a lot better today. My eyes feel a lot better. I think I got decent sleep. Not as much nerve pain on my face or on my cheek. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Also made a dentist appointment so I can get my teeth checked out. It's been a few years. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. I hate the dentist. I hate doctors. Not actually. I don't hate them as people, but I hate going to medical appointments. They're no fun. They suck. But I'll probably go to the dentist today. I have an appointment. What's up? Says Blueberry Pie. Not much, man. How about you? I like your name, Blueberry Pie. It sounds enticing. I haven't had a blueberry pie in a long time, man. How are you guys doing? I'm seeing there's some people trickling in here. You scare me, Anubis. Holy shit, dude, I love that. I love your oh my god. Wait, do I know you? Do I know you in real life? That profile picture, I swear I had that as my own profile picture. I love Egyptian mythology. I feel like I've seen that picture on Google Images. I might have had it as my Discord profile picture at some point. Anubis, Osiris, Iris, such sick names, man. But why do I scare you, man? Talk to me. What scares you about me? Hey, says Drew. What's up, Drew? How you doing, man? Ah, no, I just love Egyptian mythology. I see, I see. Why Anubis? Is Anubis your favorite? Oh shoot, you have the Eye of Ra emoji. Is that it? Eye of Ra? That's really sick, dude. How did you get into Egyptian mythology? I used to play a game called Age of Mythology. I don't know if you've played it or heard of it, but before that I would play Age of Empires, which is what got me into history. But Age of Mythology is what got me into mythology, and Egyptian mythology especially. Hi, says Mr. Bihari. Hello, how are you doing? Where are you guys from? What part of the world? I tend to get people from all over. India, Bihar, India. Welcome from India. I have another viewer from India. A few from India. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well, Mr. Bihari. Anubis says, Anubis is my favorite, and honestly, them documentaries on TV you would get at 3 a.m. about it. Really? Dang. 3 a.m. documentaries on TV? You must be at least my age, maybe older. That sounds cool though. I would watch those if I could. I don't know if I feel like on like History Channel they'd have like cool. There was like one channel I really liked in middle school, um, that that would do like episodes on like history, like I don't know, civilizations, like Roman history, maybe Egyptian history, but I forget. Uh, what are you thinking about India? Oh, what am I thinking about of India? I like India. I've never been. I'd love to go someday. I like Indian food. I used to think I didn't like Indian food, but then I tried it for the first time in like a decade, a few years back, and I loved it. So now I'm a big fan of Indian food, and I'd like to visit someday. Are you a Therian? What does that mean? You're chill. I'm a sub to you, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Do you know Ram? Ram. Do I know Ram? Like the animal? Lord Ram? No, I'm not sure who that is. Lord Ramses? I've got some interviews on my channel with great food for thought, says the Gnostic Chef. Indian food is top-notch cuisine. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think it's only been like a few years since I've started eating Indian food again. I had tried it like 13 years ago, 15 years ago, and I think I must have just gone to a bad Indian spot or eaten some bad food or something. It's Gay Jacob, the one and only Nicole. Again? What's up? How you doing? Mythology. Hinduism, mythology. Rama, says the Gnostic Chef. Colini says, Aetherian is someone who identifies as an animal. Are you Aetherian? Um, I've never... I mean, no, I guess not. I mean, not like, I don't literally identify as an animal, but I like, I don't know. I feel like I look like a lion. A lot of people tell me I look like a lion. Lions are cool. I like lions. Isn't everything you eat Indian food? Not usually. I'll eat, I mean, everything. I'll eat a lot of different things. I like Chinese food, Mexican food, Italian food. Indian food when I was like in Thailand and Malaysia, I was able to have a lot of Indian food, but not too often. He is the seventh and one of the most popular avatars of Vishnu, Rama. Vishnu. Where are you from? Or anyone here, where are you guys from? Are you from India as well, the Gnostic Chef? It seems you're quite well versed. I have 2,000 subscribers, but what? In Hindu mythology, an avatar is an animal or human form into which a god can incarnate in order to counterbalance some opposing evil. I see. I know of like the show Avatar, but I'm not familiar with, I guess, what an avatar actually is or was. And I know the movie Avatar, but I guess that makes sense in a way, because the movie Avatar is about those blue people. The Gnostic Chef says California. Oh, okay, you're from California. Me too, man. Aren't you Indian? No, I am Mexican. My parents are from Mexico. Just study many culture and religion. Oh, I see. That's cool, man. What do you live? What do I live? That's an interesting question. Do you mean where do I live? I live in Los Angeles, California. If you mean where do I live? What do I live? If that's the question. I guess I live a simple and frugal life. I tried to live a simple and frugal life. I don't know, you said. Not sure what do you, oh, live. What do you do live? Basically this. So far, basically this. Just chatting mostly. I've tried one where I play guitar as I'm here. I've tried one where I'm walking around and chatting. But for the most part, I mean, I used to play League of Legends. I played a video game live, and that's how I started out. But that was a couple weeks ago now. For the past week, I've just been doing just chatting. I mean live, I mean live. What do you do? I think, did I answer your question? I think you're referring to what do I do live? Or maybe you mean what do I do for a living? Like what do I do for work? I'm not sure. One of those. One of those. I want to speak English. I see. You want to practice your English? Can you help me? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I can do this. There's a lot of people that watch from different parts of the world, and they a lot of them are learning English. I have people from Vietnam, Spain, Sweden, India, Pakistan. So I mean, I guess I can you could practice by listening and watching, but otherwise, I mean, I don't know what else you might mean. But I'll talk to you in English. Do you know Hindi? Abuse. Abuse? I don't know Hindi. I know English, Spanish, and Chinese, Mandarin Chinese. I've wanted to learn Russian and Arabic. Maybe Hindi. I feel like Hindi could be cool. Because I know most of India speaks Hindi, no? Is that true? Translate in Russian. I don't know any Russian. All I know is Privyet. Hello. What is your name? My name is Ivan. Actually, funnily enough, my name is a Russian name. Ivan is a Russian name. But I'm not Russian in any way. I know 3 words in Russian. Doktor. Ita. Privyet. I don't know. Just that, really. 6,000. 6,000? In Russian, I have no clue. I don't know much Russian. Do you know any Russian? Or what languages do you speak? Hindi, Spanish, or Hindi, English, anything else? Do you speak any other languages, Bihari? Mr. Bihari? English, Hindi? Oh man. Alright. I might be alone now. It says I have 0 viewers. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'll just sit here. Sit here and ponder until someone says something. Maybe. I'll just think out loud, I guess. It's interesting. CJ says, "Hey man." Is that who I think it is? There's no way. What's up, CJ? Do I know you, man? In real life? Are you native? No, I am not. Do I look native? I think some people think I'm native. I've gotten some racist native jokes. But I'm not native. I just have long hair. And I'm brown because I'm Mexican. But I guess in that sense, I have indigenous blood to some extent. Indigenous and Spanish blood. You do look native. I'll take it. I'll take it. I feel like it looks cool to look native. And no, we don't know each other. Okay. No, it's because I have a friend. I used to live with someone years ago. His name was CJ. And I was thinking maybe he follows my channel and that it was you, but I guess not. Where are you from, man? CJ. Are you native, CJ? Maybe the beads make me look native too. I live in Colorado. Okay, very cool. I've never been to Colorado, but I had a coworker from Colorado, and I'd seen her stories sometimes, like exploring, like or hiking or camping and shit in Colorado. It looks really, really pretty, really beautiful. Had another friend who lived there for a few years. How do you like living in Colorado? It seems like a very naturey, peaceful state. Where do you live? I live in California, near Los Angeles. How do you like Colorado, man? It's always weird if life changes. I don't know if I don't know if people like heard me sometimes when I ask a question. So sometimes I feel like it gets awkward. I just like, I'm just staring, waiting on a response, and maybe they didn't even hear me. It is a very cool place. I actually moved here from LA. Really? What part of LA were you from? Interesting. And why did you move? My guess would be maybe work. Or maybe it got too expensive. I know a lot of people are leaving California these days. Expensive state, man. I'm leaving California soon. For now. I also realized my bracelet probably looks really weird to people. I'm just sniffing a bracelet. I promise it smells good. It's like wooden, sandalwood, or cedar wood or something. I lived in WeHo off La Brea. I'm familiar with, or La Brea. I think I've heard of La Brea. I think, the first, like my first crush, it's a whole mess of a story, but I'm pretty sure she moved to La Brea, or La Brea. I think that's where it rings a bell. Why did you move? What were the push and pull factors? What pushed you away from LA and pulled you to Colorado? West Hollywood. Oh, La Brea is West Hollywood? What am I thinking of then? I feel like the place I was thinking of is like east towards Fullerton or something. Meth addiction. No shit. Really? I appreciate the honesty. I'm curious to hear more if you're comfortable sharing. La Brea is a street that runs through the state. Oh, okay. I thought there was like a city of La Brea or La Brea. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I'm not sure. There's also a city too, I believe. Oh, okay. That's probably what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Um, what's that? I mean, if you're comfortable answering, what's that journey been like? Leaving, battling meth addiction. I don't know if you want to talk about it. I don't know if you're typing or if you just don't want to talk about it. Or something else. It could be anything. That's the limitation of a medium like this. I don't really know what's happening on the other end. I I've never really been I've never really gone into drugs or alcohol even. I moved to California when I was 25 to a transitional home. A guy there introduced me to it. Wow. Transitional home. Does that mean like, is that like a term? Transitional home? Does that mean something in particular? In my mind I'm thinking like a temporary, or maybe like a transitional home from, I don't know. Transitioning from what to what? What comes to mind is like maybe like rehab or coming out of prison, transitional home. I didn't become addicted to it right away. Mm. Yeah, I imagine. I don't think I know anyone in my life that's been addicted to a hard drug. Traditional home is multiple people living in one place, sharing rooms, and then moving into your own place. Okay. Is that just like in general, or is that like I feel like I've heard of things like transitional homes for like ex like prisoners, like people that were in prison trying to transition back into society. I was having to pay for a top bunk at 900. What the fuck, dude? That's ridiculous. That's way too much. I mean, I guess that's just California for you, man. If you're rich, I'm sure it's fucking sick being here. But 900 bucks for a fucking bed? I'll pass, man. How long ago was this? Yes, people in prison homeless. Okay, I see. Hmm. Yeah, I remember now where I heard it. I don't know if you're familiar with Casey Neistat. He's like a YouTuber, but he talked about moving to New York and bribing like one of the guards at a transitional home to like rent him a place for cheap because he technically wasn't supposed to be there, but he was just trying to make it in New York and on YouTube, so he he bribed the guard for a room. I guess I probably should scoot a little closer. Okay. I ended up getting stressed about that and went to the streets where not long after I started using meth more frequently. Oh, you were stressed about the rents, the money, I assume, which would make a lot of sense. 900 bucks for a top bunk. How long ago was this? I feel like even now you could get a little more than just a top bunk for 900. Maybe not. I guess it depends. I don't know. I haven't rented in California in a few years. I'm sure things have gone up. I started recycling to support my habit, never stealing or anything. Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, homelessness, drug addicts, it's such a like stigmatized topic here in the US. Xavier Pierce, that's a cool name, says hello. Hello, Xavier. How you doing, man? The guy was pretty much extorting the people there. Wow. It sounds like a 900 for a bunk. That sounds like a fuck ton. Sounds like way too much. And yeah, I mean, I imagine like when you're in like in a vulnerable position like that, it's easier to, I mean, basically, yeah, extort people, exploit people. It's fucked up. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I mean, homeless people, drug addicts, they're human too. I think sometimes like the the physiological like demand for the drug is what makes them willing to like really break their conscious or like break their like moral, what they feel is like morally right. Um, but I think like at the end of the day, like they want to do right. It's just hard to. I mean, I feel like it's the same, drug addict or not. Like in general, if someone's really struggling and they just like their main concern is just surviving, like people are gonna do what they need to do. I was okay with being homeless. It was sunny California. I was there for almost 4 years. I moved to Colorado. Wow. How long have you been in Colorado? I assume you're typing, by the way. I'm pretty sure you're typing. Where the addiction continued for about a year. I ended up getting put in jail for menacing. Menacing? What is menacing? I've never heard of that. Or like not in the context of like the legal system. My only charge on my record, I went into rehab June 2020 and completed August 21. Right on, man. Menacing. I used to work not as a police officer, but at a police station on my college, on my university. I was like a CSO, community service officer. So I became very familiar with like a lot of legal lingo and stuff, but I'd never heard of menacing. I've been working at the place that helped me for the past almost 3 years. Oh wow, dude. How do you like that? I assume if you've been there 3 years, you must enjoy it. If my calculations are correct, I think you said you moved to California at 25. You were there for 4 years. That put you at 29. And then, wait, did you say 25 for California? I feel like I heard that. Yeah, you moved to California at 25. You were there 4 years. Went to Colorado 2020 when you were 29. That was 4 years ago, so another four. So you're 34-ish right now, something like that. Menacing is when someone feels scared for their life. Really? Wow. That's that's a pretty crazy thing to be put in jail for. I guess it's like there was a term 5150 which referred to like someone who was like mentally unstable to the point of being a danger to themselves or to others. Maybe it's something along those lines. I don't know. Menacing. I know like sometimes homeless people like prefer to be in jail because they at least like get fed and have a place to be. And so sometimes they don't mind going to jail. But I think 5150 is more like someone's mentally unstable and they like are a danger to themselves or others, so they kind of need to go to jail. I don't know how menacing works though. Long story short, I was jumped by this guy and his three friends. When I seen him, he was about a block away. I was running up to him to ask him what the hell was going on because it was out of pocket for him. What the heck? So you were walking up a block and this guy was approaching you with three guys, so you went up to him? Like you knew he was gonna jump you type shit? Tracks. YT says sup. I'm in India right now. Glad you made it safe, Tracks. Welcome back to India. How you doing? I wasn't going to do anything to him, but he thought so, and because of that, they charged me with menacing. Oh, so it's when someone else feels scared for their life. Like your buddy felt scared for his life, so they charge you with menacing? It's like 11 p.m. I need to sleep soon. No worries, Tracks. How was the journey over? How does it feel to be back in the homeland, the fatherland, the motherland? The jumping happens 2 nights prior to this. Oh, okay. I see, I see. So they jumped you a couple nights prior. You were like, yo, what the fuck? So you approached him when you saw him a couple days later. He was scared for his life. The cops got involved. You got put in jail for menacing. Fun, says Tracks. Give me some more, Tracks. What's fun about it? Give me some details. Meh. I didn't get any ice cream, sad face. Ice cream on the airplane or at the airport? Do they have ice cream on airplanes? CJ says yes, yes, and yes. Okay, cool, I got it. CJ, you want some ice cream? I don't know. Do you want ice cream, CJ? Airport. Nah. I see. It's probably really expensive to get ice cream in an airport. CJ, how long do you get sentenced for menacing? I'm staying a month. Right on, dude. That's cool. I want to do the same. I'm planning on doing the same soon, but I'm going to Mexico, and I'll be there for at least a month. Just kind of living there with my girlfriend, maybe longer. I was put on probation for 2 years. It was cleared off my record. Oh, okay. Yeah, almost 1,000 rupees for a cup. That's like $15. Holy Shiba. That is a lot of money, man. For an ice cream. Where I'm where I'm going in Mexico, the rent for a month, guess how much? 2 beds, 1 bathroom. Basically like a apartment. A simple apartment. How much dollars per month? Give me a guess. Now I'm just trying to mind my own business and keep to myself. That makes sense, man. I was talking to someone else the other day too, and it seemed like I don't know. I mean, you never know someone's past, you know? They were talking to me. We talked for like 2.5 hours. We got really deep and shit too. It was really cool. But he, yeah, he like had like a childhood full of like chaos and anger and frustration, and he kind of said something similar. Like there was a lot of chaos in his life, so now he seeks peace. So he just keeps to himself a lot, fishing and hunting. Let's see, $5,000 per month. Holy shit. $15 for an ice cream. Yee. $500 a month for that? Wait, what? I don't know. So basically childhood trauma. I don't know if there's some confusion in here. My the apartment in Mexico is $100 a month. $100 for a 2 bed, 1 bath. I guess like compared to like the U.S. though, it's like it's just like a brick, like room, a few brick rooms. It's not amazing. It's just a simple living area basically, concrete floor probably, but yeah. Dang, that's cheap. Exactly, dude. Yeah, that's why I want to go, because I don't have like, I mean, I guess I technically have a job, but I want to have as much time. I want to dedicate as much time to my YouTube channel and like live streaming and shit. So that's why I want to go. I want to live super frugally. $100 a month, I can cruise by for months and just dedicate my time to YouTube and just live frugally, man. $100, yeah. I should move to Mexico, says CJ. Track says we have a bungalow in Los Angeles and a one in Pune, India. Not rented. Like you guys bought it? My friend is down there now visiting family in Guerrero. Oh shit. I have oh, my brother's girlfriend is from Guerrero. Very cool. Track says I'm gonna move to Mexico too, Lamel. Yeah, oh I see. So you guys have 2 houses, bought houses. Very nice. Yeah, it's super cheap, man. It's very different, you know. It's not like it's not like a paradise. There's pros and cons to any living in any country, but I feel like the cons to living in Mexico don't outweigh the pros. It's way cheaper. People are a lot more friendly, a lot more communal. I have a ton of family over there too, so I want to get closer to them and spend more time with them. Um, and it's super freaking cheap, man. Super cheap. I almost drowned last week. What the heck? How did that happen, Trax? Can you swim? I've almost drowned before, man. It's not pleasant. In a pool, I see. Yeah. When I was like 14, I think, I went to the beach and there was like a huge wave. I was with my older brothers and my older cousin, and there was like a huge wave that like was coming, and you know how like it kind of drags you in. Like I was kind of like in that area where like I didn't want the wave to crash on me, so I like was trying to like hop out or like hop in to go under, but I kind of was indecisive, and I wasn't really able to do either. And so it was this massive wave, and I was like just kind of I could hardly touch the ground because I went too deep. My older brothers and cousin kind of influenced me a little too much. So I went too deep, and then this fucking huge wave comes, and I'm trying to escape it, and then boom, crashes right into me. I literally like get like pounded into the ocean floor, and I like go rolling out of the ocean. It felt like a lifetime. It was probably like 10 seconds, but I thought I was dead that day. It's probably the closest I've been to death. But yeah, what happened for you, Trax? You said, yeah, I love big waves. Yeah. CJ says, I miss the ocean. True, huh? I guess that's the thing about being in a state, a landlocked state. Although I think like the landlocked states have a lot of lakes, which are really cool too. I love lakes. But the ocean is definitely something very special. Track says, that has happened to me so much. I got hit in the head with a rock when the wave crashed into me. What the hell? How? How's there a rock in the ocean? The closest I've been to death is that one time I got a B minus. Jesus, dude. Tragic. It's tragic, man. Speaking of India, I could go for a lassi. True. Mango lassi. There's a. I've been to Malaysia. I was there for a week, and there's like a pretty big. There's like a little India, and there's a lot of Indians there. I think like 10% of the population is Indian. So I was able to eat a lot of Indian food, and I had mango lassi before I left Malaysia at the airport. It was pretty good. I like coffee more, says Trax. Lassi is too sweet for me. I like it too. Yeah. Yes, mango. Yeah. Ah man, one of my I have a friend that passed away recently, but I just remembered she really loved mango lassis. Like she had cancer, she was going through a lot of treatment, so she couldn't eat that much. So she would make mango lassis. She had them like on deck all the time. That just popped up in my head. CJ says, and some biryani. Yeah, man. I love chicken biryani, dude. Yeah, Indian food's good, man. It's so like so many spices that like I just never encounter with like Western food or like Mexican food or even Chinese food, you know? Curries and shit, maybe. When you come to India, try some butter chicken curry. I don't think you need to go to India to try butter chicken curry. That's like the most common one. Talk about without diarrhea. Yeah, no, I would love to, man. I've yeah, I mean the world's fucking massive, man. I've yet to go to India, but it would be nice to. I feel like a lot of people, like I watch a lot of, or I used to watch a lot of like travel vloggers, travel YouTubers. I feel like India is very like hit or miss for people. Like some people love it, some people hate it. A lot of people are like, oh, never go to India. Some people are like, India is fucking amazing. Like you have to go to India. I feel like there's not much of like an in the middle, you know? It hits diff in India. I could see that. CJ says, I believe that the food from the place it comes from would hit different. Yeah, that makes sense. That do make sense. Yeah. Although I feel like sometimes, I don't know. I feel like when people think of like authentic food, they think of it like food that comes from like where it's from. But I think there's there's also like fusion food, like Mexican American food and shit, where I feel like sometimes some things that are like created, like burritos, I don't think you can't really see burritos much in Mexico, but in California there's a fuck ton of burritos. They're amazing, man. Sometimes the mixed cuisines go pretty hard. They hit pretty hard. I love tortillas though. True. People say that because they see an outsider's point of view on the culture. People say that because they see an outsider's point of view on the culture. What do you mean? There's a place in Hollywood called Indie Mex. It's Indian Mexican fusion. Holy shit, that sounds fucking sick. What? Holy shit, no. I might need to go there someday. There's a lot of stereotypes, like Italians with pizza, same with Indians with butter chicken. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of like classic food or like prototypical food. Like in the US, it's cheeseburgers. Um, in Mexico, like tacos. India, butter chicken. um, in Thailand, probably like pad thai. Chinese would be orange chicken, dude. I've been there. Holy shit. The waitresses are so nice. I ordered a butter chicken burrito. Oh my gosh, that's really cool, dude. I assume you've been there too, CJ? Or have you just heard of it? Tastes good. That sounds really good, dude. It's probably expensive though, I'd imagine. How much is a butter chicken burrito? CJ left. Nah, he's here, man. He just said something. The viewer count is glitched. Sometimes it says I have 0 people as I'm actively talking to people. CJ says that they'll never go to whatever country because they see it as an outsider's POV. Right. I mean, dude, the world's fucking huge. The world's massive. Like, some people. Oh my gosh, I remember someone was telling me a story or something of like someone like who lived in the US, but they only lived in like Las Vegas, Nevada. And so they were like, oh, the US is nice, but it's so hot. Like, I didn't like it. It's so hot and dry. And it's like, like the world's massive, dude. The US is massive. California is massive. Just the other day, I went from like Palm Springs, like the desert of Palm Springs. I took a tramway up to like the mountains, San Jacinto Mountains. Just absolutely different. A literal forest, and then at the bottom is a literal desert. Like California by itself is just absolutely insanely diverse. But the whole US as a whole, man, I can't even begin to imagine. Let's see. Track said, I love to travel. CJ said, I've never traveled outside the US. Oh, why not, man? What are your thoughts on traveling outside the US? Track says, you can experience so many different cultures and food. I've been to so many countries I've lost count. I have not lost count. But yeah, I do love traveling, man. That's why I want to commit to YouTube. If you want to like travel full time, like you have to, I don't know, get an income. It's expensive to travel. Sometimes. It depends where. Mexico, Thailand, cheap to travel. But you can mostly find me in New Jersey or Los Angeles. New Jersey, huh? I would love it and would visit Asia first. Yeah, Asia's sick, man. Of anywhere in the world, I've spent the most time in Asia. I was there for a year as an English teacher in China, and then the last like 4 or 5 months I was traveling China, Thailand, and Malaysia. Hey Pookie Bear, remember me? Yes, Egg. I remember your profile. I remember your profile picture and your name. Egg, welcome back. How are you doing? She just says Southeast Asia, more specifically like Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia. There you go, man. One of my most loyal viewers my most consistent viewers is a gal from Thailand, or from Vietnam, Um, so it says I just got a notification. Egg has subscribed to you on YouTube. Thank you, Egg. That's crazy that you found me without being subscribed to me. No, yeah, Nyan. I think Trax might have run into Nyan before, maybe. She might join in a little later, but she's from Vietnam. She says it's super cheap, extremely cheap. I mean, all of Southeast Asia, extremely cheap, man. Trax says, dude, I don't know why your streams don't have lots of people yet. You're wholesome. They kind of do, though, man. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I had like my all-time high stream, like highest peak concurrence, like most people at once. I had, I think 79 people at one point early on. It tends to be like 2 to 3 minutes in. I get like a huge spike, but then people start leaving and stuff. But I got like 318 views, which was the highest in a long time. Chuck says, I really want to go to Japan. Yeah, Japan would be sick. Japan too, says CJ. Hi from Pakistan. Hello, S Khan Vlogs. How you doing, man? I watched a couple of your vlogs. They were pretty cool. Shit, my dad woke up. I might have to go soon. Did you wake your dad up, Trax? CJ says, one channel I mod on is a guy who lives in northern Colorado and is Vietnamese. He's funnier than hell. You mod on? What does that mean? One channel I mod on? Escon says, you look different without glasses. And open hair. Oh yeah, that's true. I guess I might have had it up last time, huh? I definitely do, yeah. Track says, no, I'm quiet as fuck. Escon says, thanks a lot, brother, for remembering me. Of course, man. I try my best. You know, I was just talking to my friend yesterday about like streamers who are super popular. They're getting like 13,000 people watching at one time, and it's basically impossible to get to know someone personally. Like, there's too many people, and so it's a little, I don't know. I really like getting to know people, but I feel like at some point it might get really hard to get to know people if I like really grow bigger. Egg says, why are you letting your hair grow out? I like it. I've had long hair a lot. I kind of switch between a lot, but I think in middle school I grew it out for the first time and I really liked it. And then ever since, it's been like every few years I grow it out and then I cut it and then I want to grow it out again and then I cut it. This I've been growing out since September 21, when my ex broke up with me. I don't know. CJ says, a moderator on their live stream. Oh shit, really, dude? That's cool. I was just talking to my friend about moderators. I might need one soon. Sometimes I get people in here trolling and shit. Oh god, too many comments. What's the problem in that, says Trax? Not sure what you mean. Escon says, your channel will grow bigger, definitely. Smiley face. Thank you, Escon. I appreciate that, man. I hope so. Egg says, you look like Markiplier. I just realized that. Really? You think so? Trax says, our schools don't allow long hair. Why not? CJ says, I wish I could grow mine out long. It will not get that length for me. Really? I thought all hair just grows. Unless you're like bald and like it falls out. But if you leave it, doesn't it always just keep growing? Track says, a bit. Escon says, wow, almost 3 years of hair growth. Yeah, September 21, June, let's see, September to June 22. Oh wait, no. September 21 to June 20, oh my gosh. What am I saying? What the heck? September 21 to September 22, that's 1 year. September 22 to September 23, that's 2 years. September 23 to September 24 would be 3 years, yeah. In September, I would hit 3 years. Chuck says, I don't know. Oh, I think I read that already. Do you live in a caravan? Like a van? I wish, man. I've wanted to do van life or like car life, like live in a car and travel the US. But that was back when I had money. Now I'm broke as fuck. But it would be cool to, dude. But no, I'm just outside in my backyard, my family home's backyard. It's a canopy. Brutal, says Trax. Colon 0. CJ says it just stops once it gets scraggly looking. Really? I didn't know hair just stopped growing. Or like just stopped getting longer at some point. I didn't know there was an upper limit, you know? I think at the longest I've had this at like my belly button. Khan says we had Eid festival today and yesterday. Our country sacrificed 6.8 million cattle in the last 2 days. Holy shit, really? What is that like? Sacrifice. X says it's because of that thing right behind you. It makes it look like outside of a caravan. Like this stuff? It's like a... I don't know. It's like a... It's just the... It's just the... the frame. It's the frame. It's the frame that holds up the canopy. Track says, I wish I could donate, but my parents keep track of my debit card. No need. I mean, I'd appreciate it if you really want it, but I don't want to ask anyone for money. Concept, so next 1 month will be extra meat. Interesting. So like sacrifice? Do you mean like a lot of cows, like you guys are gonna eat a lot of cattle, or is that like a ceremonial thing, or what do you mean by sacrifice? CJ says Eid. My dad used to give us money for Eid when we were kids. Really? Eid is it's a Muslim holiday, right? I thought Eid was like a month ago or two though, no? I remember hearing about Eid a couple months ago. Track says basically a ritual for their gods. They cut their heads off or something. Holy shit. That sounds intense. Egg says, do you play any games? Man, oh my gosh. I haven't in a couple weeks, but the way I started live streaming was just playing League of Legends ranked. And that's how I met like Nyan and like a couple other people. But I haven't played in a little while. I kind of reading your comment made me be like, damn, I want to play some League of Legends. CJ says, yes, celebrating the end of Ramadan. Oh, okay. Ascon says, yes, you are right. We have 2 Eids. Oh, okay. Oh, is there like an Eid for the start of Ramadan and an Eid for the end of Ramadan? Is that how it works? What does Eid mean? X says you should play COD. I used to play COD. I played Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2. I love those games. Really great games. Trax says, I gotta go. Bye, dude. Have a good one. Have a good day. Love from India. Thank you, Trax. Peace out. See ya, Trax. See ya, Traz, says CJ. Trax, says CJ. Black Ops 2 is the best, bro. For real, man. Oh my gosh. I loved that game. I remember in middle school, I would come home and like my friend had my house phone number, but I didn't have a microphone at that point. This was like 6th grade. This was like 2010 or something. I would come home on my PS3, put on Black Ops. My friend would call me on the phone and we would like, I'd put it on speaker and that would be like our microphone. My mom would get mad because we're using the house phone for like an hour or 2 after school, and sometimes she needs to like do a call or something. But we would just play zombies like for so long. Oh, it was so sick, man. I loved that game. I used to play recently. I don't know. Have you heard of Plutonium? Like you can download the games for free. Like there are like developers who have like, I don't know how it works actually. They like recoded the games and like there's a forum for it and you can you can download any of the Call of Duty games for free, or a lot of them. They have like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, a few of the Modern Warfares and some other stuff. X says, coming home from school after a long day and hopping on zombies with the bro. Exactly, dude, exactly. I miss them days. Exactly, man. Exactly. Zombies or even just like multiplayer. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Something's changed though about video games. I don't know if it was just because we were kids or what, but I feel like even if I wanted to, maybe it's the dopamine. Maybe it's the dopamine. Our heads getting fucked by the dopamine. But I feel like nowadays, like even if I wanted to, I could not play video games for like 6 hours, 8 hours, you know. But in middle school, I mean, there were some days where literally all day, man. I would procrastinate so hard. I'd play Call of Duty till like for like a few hours. I'd take a nap. I'd go to sleep. I'd wake up and do my homework, and then go to sleep at like 3 a.m. and get up. Basically, just take another nap, go to school, and repeat. Video games are getting too plain. You think so? Why do you say that? I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like video games are getting crazier and crazier, but because we're desensitized and like our attention span is getting fucked, I feel like really insane games are now really plain to us. Like our baseline has jumped a lot. I mean, think about like 20, 30 years ago, you know, like arcade games, Metal Slug, like Street Fighter, like I love those games too. Um, and I used to play them, and like at some point that was like the high-tech game, but now that's like fucking nothing, you know? I feel like it's more our attention span. He just says, I cannot focus on a video game long enough. Yeah. X says, I still play all-nighters during holidays. What the heck? Sometimes I feel like there's like a rat running around out here. Yeah. All-nighters, man. Maybe I just overdid it. I don't know about you guys over quarantine, over COVID, but man, I was in a dark place, man. I spent way too long on video games all day, every day. Which was actually kind of how, I mean, I'm glad for it. I'm glad it all happened. I don't regret it, but it was a dark time. And I feel like it's what made me really value life and like wanting to do shit with my life, you know? Because I was just kind of letting my life waste away. Nothing wrong with video games. I still love video games on occasion, but there were so many things I wanted to do in life that I just wasn't doing, and life was just slipping me by. And so if it wasn't for spending a few years holed up in my room playing video games all day with my friends, I probably would have never done a lot of the most amazing things I've done. Go to China, travel Thailand, go to Mexico, all these things. X says, nah, they just repeat the cycle. You get hyped for months, you play the game too much but have fun. It gets boring, you're tired of playing it. Then they release a new game, cycle repeats. Yeah. CJ says, alright, yeah, I'll take it easy. I'll try and catch you on the next one. Great meeting you, CJ. I'm really glad. I really appreciate your vulnerability and your honesty earlier. It's really interesting to hear. And I appreciate you sticking around for so long. Peace out, man. Have a good one out there in Colorado. Yeah, Egg. I mean, I feel like that makes sense. I guess it depends. Like, I feel like for me, I'm not that on top of like games and like buying games as they come out and like trying all these different games. I feel like my whole life I've basically just played a handful of games: League of Legends, Minecraft, Fortnite, and the Call of Duties. I'm the only guy, indeed, Egg. I'm obligated not to leave anymore. Hey man, it's up to you. I can't stop you. Whatever you want, man. I expect nothing. In fact, when there's no one in here is when, like CJ, there was no one in here and then CJ joined, and then I ended up just talking to him for like an hour, and then people started trickling in, and it became pretty lively. But, you know, one-on-ones are the best, man. That's when you can really get to know someone. Where are you from, Egg? Speaking of getting to know someone, where are you from? I don't know much about you besides that you like video games and you pull all-nighters, and that I've seen you before, and that I recognize your name and your profile picture. Nah, I feel bad leaving. Maybe. I mean, it's up to you. I think there's a lot of times where we feel bad, but we're not obligated to anyone. You know, it's not. You're not doing anything bad. If you need to go, if you need to do something, you know, I understand that. Scotland. Ah, Scotland. Scotland. Speaking of video games, Egg, do you know the video game Age of Empires? Age of Empires. There's there's a campaign in that game about like England or like just like the UK. I mean, long ago. It's like all about old civilizations and shit. But there's like a campaign in the game. I forget what it's about, but some like I don't know. But there's vocal lines. There's like dialogue in the game, and one of them is like, uh, "The English have been terrorizing all of Scotland, and it's about time that we fight back." Something like that. Something like that, dude. I love that game. I forgot about mentioning that game. I guess it's more than just a handful. Minecraft, Fortnite, League of Legends, Age of Empires, Age of Mythology, Freedom Force, Impossible Creatures, Call of Duty. Probably on my hands, on my two hands, probably all the games I've ever really gotten into fit on my two hands. Of course, you said. I think you're referring to knowing Age of Empires. Have you played it? Or what are your favorite games, Egg? Really cool that you're here from Scotland. I feel like there was someone else from Scotland recently. It'll take me a while to type all the games I've played. Give me like your top 5 most influential games. Like the 5 games you played the most throughout your life. I also need to pee, so I'm gonna be right back. If you have to leave, Egg, leave. Don't trip, man. But I hope to see you when I'm back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. But type anything you want. I'll give you all the time you need. Man, you could even type every single game you've ever played because I'm about to give you the time to do so. I'll be back. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm back. People are still here. Incredible. Incredible, incredible. Sorry I was late. My brother was in the bathroom. So I had to wait. Oh my gosh, you really went all in here. Let's take a look. R6, Rainbow Six, I've heard of it. Over 3K hours. COD over 4K hours. Fortnite under 5K hours. Fallout, all of them, in total 1K hours. Holy shit. I played every Lego game ever made, every Spider game. I played Deadpool. I played almost every Marvel game, all Batman games. I played all Rage games. Rage games, what is that? All GOW games, what is that? GOW. There's so much more, bro. I've played Gorilla Tag, Blade and Sorcery, Bone Lab, Super Hot, Black Top Hoops, Rec Room. What the fuck? I've never heard of any of these, dude. I'm not leaving my Pookie Bear. But that seat looks hella uncomfortable. Really? Rage 1 and 2. Oh, God of War. Oh, okay. Hella uncomfortable. This? Really? Can you see it? Nah, you're tripping, bro. Nah, this seat is sick, man. Nice little mesh. The mesh tech, man. I like it. It looks so uncomfortable, huh? I like it. It caresses my bottom nicely. And it has the arm rails. It does the job, man. It does the job. But damn, dude, that is a lot of video games. Most of which I've never even heard of. Which makes me think you might have played some of the games that I've played before. Like a lot of some of the games I've played are like niche, or I thought they were niche. Maybe know them. Have you heard of like Freedom Force? Freedom Force versus the Third Reich. Impossible Creatures. Age of Mythology. I think those are probably the more unpopular ones. But that's a lot of games, man. Top 5 games, probably COD, Black Ops 2. Yep. Fortnite. Classic. Rainbow Six, Fallout 4. I have not played. Gorilla Tag, I have not played. And probably League of Legends, I assume. I've heard of all of them, not played yet. Really? Oh my gosh. That's pretty impressive, man. Wait, am I allowed to show Gatorade on my stream? Or are they gonna copyright strike me? Not, yeah, League of Legends. Oh, I see. Valorant is pretty good too. Yeah, I like League. It's the only game I really play anymore. League of Legends. It's always changing. It's just enough change. Actually, even if it didn't change, I would still play. Yeah, as long as you don't post the stream, you'll be good. Post? I'm gonna post it. Like, put it public? I mean, I don't think... Actually, I feel like they would want me to advertise their products, no? Shouldn't they be paying me to show Gatorade on my stream? It would be crazy if... I don't think they would copyright strike. I know there's like copyright claims, but that's like when if I like play music, if I play guitar and I play a song, or like, I don't know, like sometimes I'll get copyright claims, but yeah, like post a stream on your channel, you can get demonetized. That's crazy, dude. That's absurd. Although I think now, I think YouTube lets you like cut out the parts that get copyright claimed, which probably is a really great thing. I don't know if they always allowed that, but like I did one stream where or it was just a video where I sang songs, and so I was listening to the songs, which that makes sense. Like I'm listening to the actual studio recordings. It's a little silly to me though, like I can like play like Metallica Nothing Else Matters on guitar and like I might get like a copyright claim. Sadly that's how life works. Yeah, you can blur the logo and it won't affect you. Really? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Although I doubt Gatorade would come looking for me, you know? Unless I'm like making huge amounts of money or some shit and I'm like flexing my Gatorade bottle. I don't think they would care. I would hope they don't care. But I think now YouTube allows you to like clip out the parts of your video that are getting copyright claimed so that you can just get rid of it and it won't affect your channel. People get sued for making songs even a tiny bit of similarities in a creation. It's pretty sad to be, it's really. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like copyright as an idea in itself is kind of cool, at least in its essence, when it like came to like inventions and like patenting shit and stuff like that. Although maybe that's different, copyright and patenting, I don't know if that's the same thing. But I know there's a lot of like abuse and shit with like, I mean it's the same with like suing people. Well I guess that's part of the same thing. But yeah, like some people just abuse the legal system, like they just try and sue everyone because most people don't want to deal with that shit, so they'll just like give up on the case. It's good for actual inventions, but stuff like entertainment purposes is stupid AF. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially for like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy to me that I can play guitar of a song that exists and get a copyright claim. I don't know, that just doesn't sound right, you know? Maybe if I was like claiming it as my own, but like, I don't know, like making a cover or like making your own arrangement and shit, I don't see what's wrong with that. But I don't know. A lot of it is automated. It's like automated claims. I don't know if like you can like reject it or like you can like challenge a claim. I don't know how many. I mean, I'm not monetized, so I haven't really cared to like do anything because it doesn't affect my channel at this point. But like if in the future like I got copyright claimed, I don't know. I guess I would wanna challenge it. I don't know how hard they challenge back. Maybe it's a mistake, maybe it's just like the automated system. But I don't know. Claiming it as your own is a crime. If it's similar in a way and you haven't gotten permission to recreate it, it's a crime. Really, that's crazy. Khan says one of the videos in Pakistan got 32 million in a month, and after that, and then the original song from 60s placed a claim. That person was literally sobbing. What the fuck? That's crazy, dude. That's the thing too, though. Like, oh man, that's crazy. Especially when like, if like you like, cause like I'm really into music. I've written my own music. I've never even thought about it. Like, what if some of the stuff I've written to sounds like something that exists? But it's so silly because like everything exists already, man. Like music, like it's all been done. You can only write songs in so many different chord progressions or so many different notes and stuff. So it's bound to sound similar to something at some point, you know? I don't know. That sucks. Do you know how TikTok has like TikTok Shop? I just booted up COD and they have a COD shop. I'm not on TikTok actually, so I'm not too familiar with it, apart from like seeing TikTok clips on like Instagram and shit like that. COD shop? What is a COD shop? What is TikTok shop? I'm not too familiar with either. Man, I have a dentist appointment later. I'm not looking forward to it. I hate the dentist. It's almost 12 noon, which is when I normally start live streaming. So hopefully a lot of the regulars will come in. Neither, but I know they have this thing on TikTok. It's like Amazon. Same with COD. You can buy clothing that is based on COD. Oh, okay. That sounds kind of cool. I assume it's like real life things. Cause like, what the heck? Hold on, my dog's doing something. Hey, what you got? What is that? Get this. Okay. Ugh. My dog was eating wood. A brick of wood. No, yeah, I assume that's like clothes in real life and shit, right? Cause like I know like Fortnite has like a shop, but it's all like cosmetics, like skins and emotes and all that type of shit. Yeah, it's higher up, but some of it is more expensive than Nike in some categories. It's a weird thing, huh? It's kind of like, I don't know if you're familiar with NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Like if someone has like a huge like sentimental or like a huge subjective value in something, like if I absolutely love Fortnite and like I want to have 6 skins and shit, you know? Like I'll be willing to pay a lot of money. Or like League of Legends, I had friends who paid like who put hundreds of dollars into that game on skins in high school. Their parents' money probably. But you know, like it's also subjective. It's so strange to see like someone paying like $30,000 for like an NFT, like a literal digital art or some shit, but I don't know. It is strange. Lorene is back. Welcome back, Lorene, from Sweden. How are you doing? Egg says, yeah, I know them. NFTs were so popular in 2020 and 21. My Fortnite account is worth about 5K right now. It's sad. Holy shit. Are you serious? That's crazy. How does that work? Like, can you actually sell your account? I feel like, I don't know. I would be scared to even try. I have like my brother has a Minecraft account that's really goated. Like, it's really cool. The name is Grim Creeper. Grim Creeper. And like, I'm pretty sure people have offered money and like, it's probably worth a lot of money. But I feel like it's really, I don't know, I wouldn't trust people. Like I've had, one of my friends got scammed selling like a CSGO knife like years and years back. I feel like it's just sketchy, you know? Unless you have like a trusted middleman. Yeah, man, it's worth it. Wow. Yeah, you can sell your account. That's crazy. Where do you sell it? How do you sell it? Is there like a website dedicated to Fortnite account sales? That's crazy though. I can't imagine how many accounts are out there that are the same, you know? Kids with their mom's credit card. Yeah, there are websites just for that. Wow. That's interesting. I wonder how like a website like that even is birthed, you know? How does someone get into the being the middleman for your account sales industry? Hmm. You can really only sell accounts that are rare in some way. Huh. That makes sense. But I mean, if you have 7,000 worth of dollars into your account, that must make it kind of rare, right? Like, how do you think your account would fare on the market? Like, do you think you could sell your account? I imagine Like when you say 5K, 2K, is that like literal US dollars worth like being put into it? Or is that like you bought stuff but they're really rare, so like it's increased in value and people are willing to pay money for that? Come here. Shut up. Come here. Trying to get my dog, but he doesn't wanna come. Yeah, it would not sell. It's too expensive in my opinion. Most accounts are in the price range of 1 to 2K. And yes, 5K actually spent and 2K extra because of Rear Cosmetic. I see. So you spent about 7K. But are you saying that if you were to sell it, or you saying it wouldn't sell? Like it's too expensive to sell? Like no one would buy it? Or are you saying that you put 7K in, but people aren't actually willing to buy how much you've sunk in? They buy it for a lot less. So you put in 7K, but it might sell for like 1K or 2K. Is that what it is? Nil amount. I've spent around 5K, but an extra 2K because of rare items, and people aren't gonna buy it because of selling prices. Okay, so you've put around 5K, but you have rare shit, so it's 2K more in value. But you're saying that if you listed it for 7K, people wouldn't buy it because it's so high, and they could buy ones for a lot cheaper? Okay, yes. I see, I see. That makes sense. Unless there's like someone out there that's trying to get every cosmetic in the game. Although, man, I don't see why someone would. But maybe. What percent of like all cosmetics do you have, do you think? Unless you live in your mother's basement, people aren't willing to buy shit that expensive for an account on an Italian game. Yeah, I could see that. That makes sense. I feel like, I mean, you never know, man. For the people who are ultra rich, buying your Fortnite account at 7K is fucking nothing. I have a friend who was trying to sell his car years back, and he was struggling to sell it. He listed it for like 2K or something. He was struggling to sell it, and then randomly some guy was like, not even like negotiating, he was like, hey, I'll buy your car. Like, when can I come pick it up? No questions asked. And he comes and he buys it from him. He's like talking to him. He's like, oh, like, what did you want the car for? And he's like, oh yeah, like I'm shooting like a music video in like Joshua Tree, California, like a desert. And I'm gonna like use it in my music video. Like I'm gonna blow it up or something, some shit. Like they're gonna explode his car. So like, you know, like if you're like fucking super rich and you're just like trying to fuck around and get a hit of dopamine or something, I don't know. I mean, maybe. Well, there are like 1,300 skins. I've got just under 500, so about 1/3. Holy shit, that's crazy, dude. V-Bucks. Why do they call it V-Bucks? Fortnite V-Bucks. Oh man. Virtual bucks. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Virtual buckaroonies. Do you still play much Fortnite now? How do you feel about video games in general? It sounds like you're very passionate. how do you feel it's like, how do you feel about your relationship with video games? I guess we could say. Video games are great, but I don't have time more since I started going to the gym every day for about 2 hours from Sundays. And I've got exams and shit. So not much time. I see. So it sounds like if you had more time, you might want to play, but you have bigger priorities, like hitting the gym and it sounds like school, university, or my guess would be university. I really expanded my social life and my confidence and stuff. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I feel like when it comes to video games, oh shit, you're still in high school. Yeah, I'm in 4th year of high school. Okay, I see. Yeah, I have a friend who, come here, who used to play a lot of video games. I don't know what you call 4th year. Probably senior. In high school, it's for us, it's freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. K, healthygamer.gg. He talks a lot about like video games as as escape versus enjoyment. Like sometimes we play video games to escape rather than to enjoy. And so I used to play a lot. I think over COVID it was definitely mostly to escape. It's like a distraction, you know? It just kills time. It was just like my standard go-to thing. Like I wake up, I don't have anything planned, turn on the PC, fucking hop in my Discord with my friends and play League or some shit, you know? We've just got junior and then senior. First 3 years are junior, last 3 years are senior. Really? We've just got junior and then senior. Wait, so high school is 6 years? And you have 3 years as a junior, 3 years as a senior? Can I ask how old you are? Sometimes school systems are different. Like, I don't know, if you're 18 or if like you're 22 or so, you know? 14 turning 15 in August. Holy moly, what the heck? Seriously? You're 14? Damn, dude, you're young. My guess would have been like early 20s. I thought you might have been like 20 something, dude. Wow. Hitting the gym at 14, huh? Yeah, man, it's crazy. I don't look 14 either. Are you a giant? Are you like a Scottish giant? I'm 6'2", I can lift just under 200 kg. 6'2" at 14, holy moly. Maybe it's all the video games. That's cool, man. Why, my genetics are mad. Mm. Why do you go to the gym? How did you start going to the gym? I used to go to the gym, got into it in high school. Really loved it. I was really passionate for a while. Um, but I realized at some point that like, let me see what you have to say first. Because I have so much potential, but I really am not using it. I have so much potential, but I really am not using it. There's music outside. I wonder if I'll get copyright claimed. So you feel like because you have really great genetics, you should lift, or you want to lift. I've been the strongest in my year since I used my strength. I'm not monetized yet, so I don't think it matters if I get copyright claimed. Because there's no reason anyone would watch a stream. Like, let's say in a year I get monetized. There's no reason anyone would come back this far to watch a stream, probably. I want to lift in order to keep my running record of strongest pupil. Really? What the heck? That's a thing? We had like, at my school we had like, senior year particularly, we had like a bunch of categories for stuff. Like, I don't think it was like strongest. It was like most handsome, like most well dressed, like most likely to become rich. I don't know, just cheesy stuff like that. But not most strongest. That would be an interesting category. No, it's not me and all my friends. Just see who can lift the most and who can push the most. I see. Yeah, just be careful. Would be my words. I used to lift a lot. I kind of lifted. Like I would put too much focus on like the numbers, like how much I could lift and how much I could push, and I ended up like I didn't take very good care of my body. Back. Um, I get a lot of lower back strain, not as much. It's gotten better. And then like my neck and my shoulders particularly. Um, and so, yeah, just be really careful, man. You're really young. I mean, I started at like 17, 18. Um, you know, our body is a temple. Take good care of your body. We have suggested it to the school, but they said no, sadly. I don't care about the numbers. Every 2 weeks, I increase the weight of my lifts by 2.5 kg. I see. Do you? What do you see? How do you see your relationship with the gym? Or like, how do you see? I'm trying to ask an open-ended question. Let me think. Like, how do you see yourself in the future in regards to like the gym? Like, is it something like you're super passionate about and you want to be like a bodybuilder? Is it just kind of like a hobby? Like you're doing it for health, for aesthetics, or I don't know. It's the best place ever, man. I'll still be going, but no, I'm gonna be sparky. So I need strength for obvious reasons, but I do it for the aesthetic too. I see. I'm gonna be sparky. What does that mean? That might be some Scottish slang right there. I don't know what it means to be sparky. To be a sparky. Electrician. Oh shit, that's funny. Sparky. That's so cool. I actually have a Scottish friend in China when I was teaching English in China for a year, and yeah, one of the teachers in our friend group was from Scotland. Scotland. She was from Scotland. She had a really nice accent. I don't know if that's accurate. Electrician. We call an electrician a sparky. That's really cool. That's really cool. That's funny. I feel like the UK in general, you guys have a lot of like, compared to like American English, it's probably the same for you guys. Like our English probably sounds really weird. but I feel like you guys have a lot of interesting like terms, or it's just very different. Like I really like the word cheeky. I don't know if you guys do you use the word cheeky? Me and my friend love that word. We're always like, hey, let's go for a cheeky burger. Every job has its own name. That's very cool, dude. Why do you want to be a Sparky? Why a Sparky? Jonathan Ryan says hi, my friend. Hello, Jonathan Ryan. How do you do, man? Have I met you before? I'm guessing we may have encountered each other. Maybe not. Sparky. I want to. Me and my friends are always like, we want to get a cheeky little burger. Cheeky Wendy's burger. Cheeky burger runs. How are you? I saw you. Oh, I see. So you've seen me before. Yeah, I thought I might have seen you once before, maybe. I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing pretty good, actually. I've been going on for a long time, but it's been great. I've been having great conversation. I was a little worried because I had a very bad headache and like nerve pain here yesterday, but I've gone on for almost 2 hours and I'm feeling pretty decent, so hopefully I can go on longer. How about you, Jonathan? How are you? Ag says, I've been into electrical components since I was young, and because I have a high knowledge of such, it'll make it easy and it pays well. Okay. So, like, let me think. Like, in some cultures, like in China, there's a huge, like, pressure and influence from, like, society and from parents and stuff. Like, how do you feel that other people's expectations have affected your desire for like what you want to do, if that makes sense? Yeah, I don't know. Jonathan says, we spoke a lot, so yeah, but I've been great. Not a lot, but that once. I see. Only one time. Yeah, I've been doing this every day, so it gets a little blent together. Jonathan, I think I've also seen that name a few times. But welcome back, man. Ike says, everyone I know always thought I would be a Sparky. Oh, okay. What did you think you would be? It sounds like you do want to be a Sparky. To some extent. Maybe. I don't know. Do you want to? How do you feel about being a Sparky or becoming a Sparky? Jonathan says, what does that mean? Oh, a Sparky? A Sparky is an electrician. In Scotland. Sparky. I knew I was definitely working in the trade industry. Right now I work as a cobbler. Cobbler? What does a cobbler do? Jonathan Ryan says K. How are you doing, Ryan? Jonathan Ryan? What is a cobbler, Egg? I've heard the word, I've heard the term, but I'm not sure. Do you make cobblestone for the... A cobbler repairs shoes and engraves metal and shit. Oh, okay. I see. A cobbler. I also cut keys and clean the shop and repair watches. Oh, I see. Very cool. Nyan has returned. Hey, it's an egg. Yeah. How do you feel about eggs, Nyan? Jonathan Ryan rolling on floor laughing. It is an egg. That is true. Let me cook you real quick. True. I could go for some eggs right now. I haven't eaten breakfast. Well, I tend to skip breakfast. Raffle emoji from Jonathan again. Oh man. Are eggs big in Vietnam, Yan? Are eggs a big, I don't know, part of the diet? Jonathan says, made my day. I hope your next life you will be a chicken. Maybe. I guess that would be the new that would be the next step. An egg is just a stepping stone into being a chicken. Jonathan Ryan is dying laughing. You're killing him, Nyan. Holy moly. Raffle emoji times 15. I'm having a hard time to breathe. There you go, Nyan. You have your biggest fan right here. Nyan, how do you feel about making nobody laugh? Hold on, stop. I laughed. Jonathan's certainly laughing. Hold on, stop. Hee hee. Did I? Did I? Did you make us laugh? No, I'm afraid not a single person laughed apart from this fine specimen in front of me. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Jonathan laughed, man. I think he's still laughing. He might still be laughing as we speak. Fine specimen. Don't say such things, Egg. Nyan says that wasn't my purpose, but okay. Nyan was just being cheeky. Jonathan says I am laughing. I'll bet you 10 quid he isn't laughing right now. He's laughing, man. Give us the 10 quid. He's confirmed it. Egg, how did you come up with your name? What's the origin story of your profile? Are you like a big egg fan? I ate an egg one day. I became egg. Interesting. The natural progression of life itself. I ate an egg one day. I became egg. Villain arc warning. the end. I see. So you ate an egg. How was your experience of eating an egg? Was it like the most special experience of your life? Don't eat too much egg. That's an interesting one. I feel like there's a lot of debate or a lot of like controversy about eggs and like how much egg you can eat. Like with cholesterol, like in the US, like you hear a lot that like you shouldn't eat more than like a couple eggs, maybe 3. The other day my brother was eating 6 in one time and my mom was like telling him, why are you eating so many? And he was saying it's fine. It doesn't do anything. Nothing happens. Cannibalism. Exactly, says Ryan. Holy shit. Skillet. Egg in a skillet emoji. What? How long has that been around? Incredible. Man, you guys are making me hungry. I haven't eaten yet. All I've done is sip on this Gatorade, and they're probably gonna copyright strike me for it. Gatorade and water. I'll probably go eat semi soon. It's 12:13 right now. Why are you sniffing your hair, my little sweetie pookie cookie cake? I don't know. I like, I'm a very, what's the word? Olfactory? Is that the word? I'm a very olfactory sensitive person. I don't know. I really like smelling things. Typically, it's smelling my girlfriend's hair or clothes or something. But I don't know. That's a good question. A lot of times maybe that's why I have this. I just like knowing how things smell. It's probably weird, but I don't know. I don't know how it came to be. But I sniff this most of the time. Maybe that's why I was sniffing my hair. I didn't have this in my hand anymore. Jonathan says, why don't you put that on TikTok? You will run into Karens. Put what on TikTok? Nyan says, one of my cooking skill is crack an egg with one hand. That's a good skill to have. I think my mom can probably do that. I could probably do it decently. Jonathan says, creepy vibes, but you still the best. Really? Is it creepy? You feel like it's creepy to sniff hair? I guess it does look a little weird. But I kind of just, I mean, look at this. I can't just not. I love my hair, man. I gotta appreciate it. Sometimes I do shit like this. I feel like this is creepy. I can't see you guys. Or like yesterday I was doing like an eye patch. Like this. I look like I'm from X-Men or something. That one guy from X-Men. Humpty Dumpty cracked an egg without any hands. That's true. That's really true. Smelling your girl's hair is weird. Why do you say that? I think it's amazing. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I mean, it's not like I just walk up to her and sniff her hair and then leave. I'm talking like she smells really good. So like we'll be cuddling or something and then, yeah. I don't know. I just really like smells. Maybe it's weird. It's probably out of the ordinary. This dude has never experienced a loving woman. Bro, Egg, you're 14. Have you, man? I don't know how old Jonathan is. It's all at our own pace, man. But I think you might understand one day, Jonathan. Yes, I have a girlfriend right now. Well, how's that? Oh, Nyan, how are you doing? Ha 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 ha. Nyan, how did your ex feel about smelling your hair? Egg said, I'm gonna be honest, I've ran out of condoms. What the fuck? You're 14 and you're sexually active? Be careful out there, man. That's all I'll say, be careful. Nyan. Nyan, how do you feel now? Yesterday you were feeling sad about the guy. Jonathan says, hey yo. Yes, bro, so is literally everyone is Lamel. Yeah, I guess it might be cultural difference too. I guess maybe in, I don't know. I don't know what it's like nowadays in the US, but when I was a kid, I feel like people wouldn't be sexually active until like, or when I was a teen, when I was in high school, I feel like not until 16 years old. That would be rare. I think more so like 17, 18 maybe. But I think it's constantly getting younger and younger, you know? Neon said, don't worry, you will be able to sniff your girlfriend's hair someday. X says we're at that age of exploring the jungle. Well, that makes sense. I mean, I'm sure when I was 16, I would have loved to be sexually active. But, yeah. Who, says Jonathan. Nyan says, how old are you? I think Nyan was talking to Jonathan. Jonathan says, no, I have a girlfriend. Egg is 14. Nyan says, haha, I see. Wait, Jonathan, you have a girlfriend and you don't sniff her hair, bro? Dude, are we the weird ones or are you weird, bro? I'm only active a few times a month, though. That makes sense. I imagine it's hard to find a time and place. What a dreamy boy. What does that mean? What a dreamy boy. I'm not an extremist. That's pretty bad. An extremist? What do you mean? Who cares about extremist egg? We want to know if you're a hair sniffer, bro. Do you sniff your girlfriend's hair, bro? Oh my gosh. Um, I'm not an extremist. That's pretty bad. Extreme by giving her the special treatment too often. What does that mean? Jonathan says, "Yeah, I'm not that kind of person." Egg says, "Yeah, I sniff her hair all the time, bro." Dude, sniffing girlfriend's hair, bro? It's the tech, man. Too much, says Jonathan. Neon says, Western boys are wild. Why do you say that, Neon? I imagine, I mean, in China, like, yeah. I imagine in Asia, that people aren't as crazy. I think parents, there's a little more expectation, higher expectations, harsher, stricter expectations from parents and stuff. I hope Western boys are wild. I hope Western men aren't. It depends, man. Some of them. Sometimes boys stay boys, you know? Jonathan Ryan says, but still we fight over who gets water. Damn, you guys living in the jungle? You guys are fighting for resources? Nene says, hi. Hello, Nene, welcome. Egg says, I'm more of a man than all of them. Why do you say that, Egg? Jonathan Ryan says, after she said she loved me, never want to fight. True. Don't take love for granted. Appreciate your queens. Show appreciation to your queens. Or your kings. 14 isn't count as a man. Nene says, no, you're an egg. Jonathan said, no, we had one left. Oh, one water left? You guys didn't share the water? Neon says, counted. 14 doesn't count? Yeah. 14 is young, certainly. Nene is 11. We have a wide variety of age groups. Jonathan says, I do love her so much, woman of my dreams. Hell yeah, man. Love yourself too. Not in like an arrogant way or like an egotistical way. But, you know, love yourself, love your partner. Appreciate yourself, appreciate your partner. I'm gonna propose soon. Damn, dude, good luck. Have you, I don't know if you want to get into it, but have you talked to your girlfriend? Like, does she know you're gonna propose? Do you want me to sing you a song? If you want to, Nene, you can. Egg says, bro, skipping my comments. What did I skip? What do you mean? Jonathan says, dead face emoji. No, not yet. Sometimes the chat glitches out. It might have maybe gotten blocked by YouTube. I put it, I think it's already on, I don't know what the default one is, because there's top chat, which removes some spam. There's live chat, which is all messages are visible. I switched to live chat, but I think I should see everything. Jonathan says, ow, ow, ow. Ugh. Had a sting in my back. Jonathan says, I'm thinking in 3 days. What do you think? Holy shit. What do I think, man? I don't know, man. I don't know your relationship. I don't know you. I don't know your girlfriend. I don't even know how old you are, Jonathan. When I said I'm more of a man, said before that my friends are 10 times more sexually active than me, making me more mature. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, I did miss one. Trust, Nyan. My friends have sex like 4 times a week. I'm more of a man than all of them. Okay, yeah, I missed one of them. You're right. Let's talk about something other than sex. Now that Nene's in here, we have some younger viewers. Nene's 11, so Jonathan says I have to go. She's getting super sleepy. Peace. Take care, Jonathan. Later. Neon says, damn, what the Nene says karma's a okay. Karma's a witch. I should have known better. If I had a wish, I would have never messed around. When I saw the pics of you, I felt the knife twice. Karma's a witch. She's with you right now. Egg said, I know, man. It's mad weird. So, Egg, you feel that because you have sex less often than your friends, you feel that you're more mature? Nyan says, virginity is just a joke to you guys. It depends, Nyan. It depends. I think in general, sex is viewed very differently. In the West, it's like more casual. Kind of just like I don't know. It depends, really. For some people that are like religious, it's a lot more important. It depends on the person. There's a lot of variety. Ag says Jojo Siwa is very weird. Not gonna lie. Yes, because we discuss it. They just sort of do it. No, virginity isn't a joke, but we're at the point of our lives when we feel different feelings. Jojo Siwa is my least favorite gay. Rabina Gale says hi. Hello, Rabina. That's a cool name. Where are you from? Rabina. I feel like I've heard it somewhere. Rabina. You're my biggest fan. I don't know if I trust that. This is the first time I've seen you, I think. Reminds me of a drink. Is she/you/they new? Rabina? Rabina's new, I think. A good drink. Reminds me of a drink, a good drink? Not sure what you mean. Nepal. Oh, wow. Very cool. I don't know if I've had anyone tune in from Nepal before. Welcome from Nepal. Rabina Gale from Nepal. Are you born and raised in Nepal? You're cool. Thank you. Nene, I'm not. Nene, Egg says, Nene, there's no way kids are using the term they. This generation is cooked AF. I mean, I think they are. Rabina sounds like Ribena. Ribena. What is that? Rib? Ribena? Ribena? What does it mean? Pronounced Ribena. Ribena. Oh, I see. It's a drink. Alcoholic drink? I assume? Or what type of drink? What kind of a drink? No, I'm not a junkie, mate. A junkie? I don't know. I mean, you guys are out there having sex. I feel like, when I was in high school, a lot of people drank pretty early. Not a lot, but some people. I don't drink, nor vape, nor smoke, nor do drugs. That's positive. That's good. Nene says, you don't know anything about me, like it's wired. I'm just very confused right now, so please don't talk about my sexuality. Thank you. Very fair. Yeah, let's refrain from talking about stuff like that. Yo, bro, you're like 11. I respect you, but you're 11, my boy. Egg, the thing is, we could say the same thing about you, you know? You're 14. You know? I don't know your life. You don't know Nene's life. Like, we don't know anything about each other. So, let's keep it respectful. Yeah, but I'd assume Nene hasn't hit puberty yet. I don't know, maybe. I don't want to be disrespectful to you, but please stop talking about my sexuality. Well, that's very fair, Nene. I promise you, when I was that age before LGBTQ got brought into schools, it's literally brain rot, not gonna lie. Alright, well, you can say what, you can have your opinions, but I think Nene's being very fair and clear that she doesn't want to talk about it, so I want to respect that. And let's shift topics, or if not, I'm gonna have to mute or kick you guys. I've hit puberty. I am being fair, I am respecting my opinion, but new laws for teaching isn't great. I think that's like, I mean, that would be a little different, you know? I feel like some of the things you said were a little inflammatory. That's just how I feel. Nothing to have to do with whether I agree or not, but I think, I don't know. Yeah. Haha, says yeah. Jesus. You do you, it's not my life, but it's my opinion. Kids shouldn't be taught about LGBTQ at such a young age. I think that should be the parents' decision on when they're old enough to teach them that. Yeah, but I mean, it's possible that that is what happened. I mean, we don't know whether they're being taught in school. I understand like having opinions about that matter, but I think it's very different from like, I don't know, some of the things that you said. Um, anyways, but like some LGBTQ people are really over the top, but I try to respect everyone. I respect everyone too, but I'm just saying my thoughts and I'm respecting your thoughts. Yeah, I mean, like, I think we come from very different walks of life. Egg's in Scotland, I'm in the U.S. Nyan's in Vietnam, Nene's in Spain. I mean, we're on like 4 different continents right now. So, you know, Egg said, I just said there's no reason to be confused at a young age. That's all. I mean, I see where you're coming from, Egg. I think it's just like, I don't know it. We don't know Nene's experiences. We've never stepped into life. We've never lived a day in her life. We don't know your experiences. We've never lived a day in your life, right? Like, both of your experiences are your own. Your opinions are valid. How you feel is valid. We're gonna have different stands, especially because we're all from different parts of the world. We're gonna see things differently, and there's nothing wrong with seeing things differently. Um, and I like to talk about things that I like to talk about a whole lot of different things, you know, as long as we can keep it respectful. But you know, I don't want tensions to be boiling in my chat, you know. Egg, you're an egg. Identify as an egg either. That's just a joke. Permission to swear? I would prefer you don't. And YouTube might mute you for swearing. Well, let's say this. Do you know Skibidi Toilet? I do know. I mean, I think I get where you're coming from, Egg. Like, I know what brain rot is. I know what a lot of these, you know, like it's not a kid's fault for what they're exposed to, you know? Like, you know, there's like parents these days that like just stick an iPad in their kid's face all day, every day, just to quiet them. You know, like it's not. I don't agree with it personally, but like, I can't tell a parent what to do. You know, and like I think it's destructive. I think it can be debilitating for a child's growth and stuff. But like, you know, just because a child is grown up in that environment, like, it's not that kid's fault. They're just a kid. They're just doing what their parents are doing for them, you know? Nene says, yes, but I don't really like it. You don't really like what, Nene? X says, that's true. It's completely the parent or carer's fault, but you'd be surprised how many parents don't know what their kids are being taught. No, I agree. And that's like what I'm kind of getting at. Like, you know, I feel like we can have a constructive conversation about it. But, you know, when you start off with like some of the things you said, I feel like on the receiving end, I don't know if that was your intention. You know, this is just how I feel, how I think Nene probably felt about it. But it felt as though you were being like inflammatory. To say like, Nene, there's no way kids are using they, skull face, this generation is cooked as fuck. And you said, yo bro, you're 11, I'll respect you, but you're 11, my boy. And then you said there's nothing confusing, you know? And you assume that she hasn't hit puberty. Like, I understand what you're saying now, but what I'm trying to get at is like, if you open a conversation with like stuff like that, like, for the receiving end, like, that's pretty, it feels kind of inflammatory. It feels mean, you know? I'm all for conversation about, you know, anything. I want to be open and fair, and I want us to respect each other and be able to talk about things. But Nene said, I don't like Skibidi Toilet, it's weird. Neon says, damn, you guys are way too sensitive. Egg says, me. Egg says, I was questioning how kids become confused about a topic that shouldn't even be brought out yet. Right, but that's like a different thing, you know? That's like a different discussion, you know? Whether it should be brought up or not is one thing, but the fact of the matter is, like, it is something that gets brought up. And so, like, you can't blame a kid for being confused about it, you know? Just Krish says, yo. What's up, Krish? And Jan says, damn, you guys are way too sensitive. I mean, I expect it won't be the first time. I mean, I have people from all over the world, and we're gonna have very different opinions and experiences about things, which is fine. I love that. It's important to acknowledge our own opinions and stances on things. I think it's just, like, the thing is, I don't know Egg's life, I don't know Nene's life, you know. Sometimes it seems like someone's being really sensitive, but like, I think a lot of the times it's that they've had an experience that's a very strong experience about something. And so they feel more sensitive to a certain thing. I mean, I've been like that. I've been like that for things. And, you know, I think for everyone it's like that, you know? There's something that hits a little deeper. You know, like if I, as a kid, was like abused, if someone makes a joke about being abused or some shit, like that might trigger me, that might make me really mad, you know? Nene said, nah, or Nyan, I have been through a lot, so like I have trauma, ADHD, and anxiety, so I'm sensitive. I think I have a reason to. I mean, that's the thing. You don't need a reason to. None of you guys need a reason to. You guys can feel however you feel. You guys can have your opinions as you want, you know? What I'm getting at is like everyone's experience is different. We're just four random people on a freaking screen typing. The other thing is we're typing, so there's limitations as to how accurately we can tell what people are saying and how they're saying it. So like, you know, if I read a text, I don't know how you're saying it. There's no tone, there's no audio. So sometimes a lot of it depends on how I think you're intending to say something. So it's, you know, the internet's a tricky place to talk about sensitive things because, I don't know, I think it requires, to talk about sensitive things, it requires communication, great communication. And I think there can be a lot lost in the medium of texting. And because there's people from all over, you know, we have very different ideas, very different opinions, very different experiences. Egg said, let me catch up here. Egg said, yeah, I'm not blaming Nene, but everything I've been seeing about that stuff, people are trying to add hormone blockers and shit to kids. It's a topic that's too advanced for the young generation. You know, and that's like something where like, you know, I agree. Like, I feel like there's definitely things that are concerning, and that's one thing. But I feel like sometimes, I've seen it a lot where like, sometimes we're like mad at something or we care about something deeply, and then that kind of manifests in a way that is a little counterproductive, and it kind of comes off as like inflammatory to other people and stuff. And so that's, I mean, all I want is for us to be respectful and like, you know, if we're gonna talk about sensitive things, we have to do it in a very careful and intentional way. My mom was a victim of domestic abuse, and so was I on multiple different occasions, and I got over it. I'm not saying anything, but my childhood wasn't great, and I know you're young, but it's possible to get over it, you know what I mean? Right. What do you mean by get over it? Like, I feel like sometimes we feel a pressure to, it kind of sounds like you had a really tough childhood, and your way to respond was sort of like to just kind of, or I don't know if you could expand on what get over it means. But it sounds like that's what worked for you, right? Like you kind of just, I don't know what you did. I'm trying to understand what you did. What do you mean by get over it? Because I feel like I hear that a lot, and that I feel that that tends to be like, and I've been like this too, where like I think like, okay, I just like bottle it up, like just shove it down, like just forget about it, like life goes on. And you know, different things work for different people, you know? Nyan says, I see, but never mind, haha. I'm not really into this topic anyways. Like I said, well, Nene said she has trauma and anxiety, and that's what I mean. I don't. I just grew up, and it's a bad term, but there's no better way to explain it. I think I get what you're saying, Egg. And I feel like it sounds like you're saying, like, you had all these negative things, but you sort of just kind of wanted to just get over it and, like, just force your power through it in a way, right? Is that what you're kind of getting at? Jan says, I'm just preparing for my upcoming exam. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like I used to be like this too, or I don't know if it's how you are. I'll just say what my experience has been. But like when I was like in high school, like for example, like after like a heartbreak, like I was really sad, and I kind of just bottled it up. I suppressed it, and I thought that like, you know, I felt that that kind of worked for me, and I felt good. I just kind of got over it. I started hitting the gym, all these things. But what I realized later in life is like, just because like you kind of shove the emotions down, or you kind of distract yourself from it, doesn't mean that they get processed or that they go away. And I feel that if you have a really negative experience and you don't actually process through it, then that's what ends up becoming anxiety, trauma, all these things. Like, I believe it's important to acknowledge our emotions and to process our emotions, even if we feel like we shouldn't have those emotions. I mean, that's a feeling, that's an emotion too. Um, and so I feel like, you know, different things work for different people. What I would say is, in the future, like, just getting over it, it might still affect you. It might still affect you negatively down the line. Or at least that's been my experience. I don't know what your experience has been. I don't know you. I don't know your life. But yeah, just my 2 cents. Nyan says, you guys should find yourself a real problem not to worry about. Talking about something like that is pointless. I disagree. I feel like it's very important to be able to communicate. I feel like communication is one of the most important things in life. I feel like being able to talk about sensitive topics is a very difficult thing to do and a very great skill to have. So as long as we can like keep it respectful and civil, I'm all for talking about whatever, you know. Like I said, that's how the gym helped. Not only was it for my friends and my ego, but it's a way to protect my mom from stuff happening again. You know, that makes perfect sense. Like, I can see that. Like I said, nah, I know what you mean, but Nene just isn't understanding that well. Talking about politics is a bad idea. Well, Nene is 11 years old. You have to recognize that. Like, not to say that she can't. I mean, she might be able to understand this. The thing is, like, I mean, you're 14. Like you were saying, you feel that you're very mature. And you probably are. But, like, I mean, if someone, like, tells you that your opinion is not valid because you're 14, that would be pretty fucked up, too. I think talking about politics tends to be, you said, is a bad idea. I think it's difficult. I think it's difficult to navigate. It has to be navigated when you want to, though. Like right now, I'm in a space where I want to. I tend to stray away from politics and religion. But if I have the capacity for it and I feel that everyone else has the capacity for it and it can be respectful and civil, then I'm all for talking about whatever, you know? Yes, Nyan says, talking about it takes you nothing but your precious time. Yeah, but I feel like time is precious, I agree. But I feel like talking about it is important. I feel like it's great practice. And I feel like, especially talking, I feel like almost all conflict in the world stems from an inability to understand each other. All conflict is interpersonal conflict, especially when it comes to countries. Like with a language barrier, imagine us having this conversation if we spoke 2 different languages. It just wouldn't happen. But even in the same language, like there's still so much conflict, you know? And so I feel like it's very important to talk about it. And I want to spend my time talking about it because it's important to me. That's just how I feel. But I've also been on that other side where I feel like, and you know, it's really hard. It's really hard to talk about stuff like this. And emotions tend to be very strong. And so that makes it very hard to talk about it sometimes. There's very real things at stake. And, you know, like I don't know shit about having parents that are domestically abusive, or if my mom was domestically abused. Like, I'm sure like everyone's life, we all have our own experiences. I think most people aren't dumb or just don't understand things. Like, I think most people just have very different experiences and very different ways of experiencing the world. And so I feel like, you know, no matter what, everyone's feelings and experiences, like, it's valid, it makes sense. I think it's just a matter of diving deeper to build up your understanding from the ground up and realizing who is this person before me? How did they come to believe this? Why do they feel this way? And that's what I'm kind of getting at. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to know why you guys feel this way about things and to actually understand why, how you guys came to this point, you know? I don't know shit. I barely met you guys. You guys have barely met me. It takes asking questions and suspending belief and trying to understand the other person to really know why they feel that way or why they think such a way. Khan said, wow, you're still alive. Cool, indeed. Egg said, that's what I'm saying. It's hard getting through to kids. If you know. I didn't say her opinion didn't matter. I questioned without an answer, and I gave my opinion to get some serious backlash. I didn't say her opinion didn't matter. I questioned without an answer, and gave my opinion to get some serious backlash. I mean, I can't speak for Nene, but I feel like, I mean, I don't know. Something, if I was Nene, I feel like I would have probably had a reaction, an emotional reaction too. I feel like the way you were saying things seemed a little um, inflammatory, but that's just how I feel. That's not to say that that was your intention. That's just the feeling I got. As Colin said, have you tried camel meat? No, I have not. Nyan said, haha, I haven't tried camel meat in my entire life, but dog meat is delicious. Egg said, no, that's mad. I assume he's referring to the dog meat. It really is. Those haven't ever tried it won't admit. I have one friend who's tried dog meat. Nene says, you know that just sitting down is also a waste of your time, but you still do it. That's the thing. I mean, what is not a waste of time? It depends on the person. Like, I think, I might think, let's see. Someone might tell me that sitting here talking to people online for 2.5 hours is a waste of time. And I could understand why they think that, but I like it. You know, it's different. All I'm doing is sitting here and talking. To some people, I'm wasting my time, but I don't see it that way. And that's the thing. We all experience things very differently. We feel differently about different things. So what's wasting time for one person is a treasure trove of time. Well, the Asian stereotypes are true, somewhat. For a year, it's not super common, but it does. People do eat such meats. Nan said, I also tried cat meat before. It tastes the same with dog meat. X said, if you're talking about Nyan, Nene, she is studying at the same point. It's the way I speak right now. I'm speaking way too informal. When I'm with my friends, I speak like absolute dog. That's understandable, man. Alright, I'm gonna grind cod. See you later. Take care, Egg. Hope to see you around. Yeah. I hope that I hope that I was able to convey myself effectively, and that you don't feel that I'm taking sides or like disrespecting you or anything. Certainly not my intention. I'm just trying to voice my opinion, voice my feelings, and kind of moderate the conversation so that we can all understand each other and respect each other. As Khan says, after Eid once per year we make camel shawarma. Aur Kamal kebab. We will make kebab tomorrow, so that's why I asked. Wow, that sounds really good. I've never had camel, but it sounds really cool. It sounds tasty. Egg said, I'll be here tomorrow. I hope to see you, Egg. Take care, man. Nene said, is it weird that by meat I'm thinking... Jesus. It depends, Nene. Oh, is it weird? Yeah, wired. Weird. I don't know. It depends who you ask. I think maybe it's weird, but it's understandable. It's weird, but it's understandable. That would be my take. Yeah. Man, I need a little sip of water after that. That was the first time anything like that has happened in my channel. Hee hee, says Nene. Nene, how did you, or everyone, I guess, I don't know who's there. How did you guys feel about the conversation we had for the past 20 minutes? Slay, new achievement unlocked. Who, for me? Or for yourself? As Khan said, do you have pets? Sorry, I couldn't remember if you had already told me previously. No worries. I don't know if you asked before. Maybe. I do have one dog. I've shown him a few times. Sometimes he's running around. He's a tiny, tiny dog. Little puppy. Half Chihuahua, half wiener dog. But yeah, how about you? Oh no, we did talk about this. You have like 20 chickens and 6 turtles, right? And then he says, yeah, he has a dog. So cute. Yeah, he's pretty cute. He's a little annoying sometimes, but it is what it is. Oh yes, you remember. Love you, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think I have pretty good memory. Electric Mapping says, hi, welcome back, Electric. I haven't seen you in a while. A few days at least. Yeah, I feel like I remember things pretty well. And maybe people are surprised by it sometimes. I try my best to remember things. But I imagine at some point there'll be way too many of you to remember everything or to really get to know everyone. Electric says hi. Oh, I already said that. Nene says, but a wiener dog? Wiener again? True. Electric says, just today I talked to spirits. Really? What do you mean, Electric? Tell us more. Nene says, eye, lips, eye emoji. Dead spirits. Please don't. Please do, is my opinion. Nene says, please don't. I'm curious to hear more. What was that like, Electric? What happened? How did you partake in this experience? Escon says, Electric, there was a phrase, which if you remember, you will never hear from any spirit again. Wow. Fascinating. What do we have in here right now? Like, as in, well, we have human beings. We have a lot of human beings. But Electric's in Sweden. Nene's in Spain. Escon is in Pakistan, yeah? I'm in the USA. Shh, Electric, nothing dead, please. Electric says, I used a app called Ghost Tube, which apparently sends spirits. Eskan says, La hawla wala quwwata illa billah. Yes, in Pakistan. What language is that, Eskan? Urdu? Hindi? Arabic? La hawla wala quwwata illa billah. Arabic, I see. Very cool. Nene says that reminds me of a song. What song? I want to sit back. My posture has not been very good. I don't know the name. I see. Is it an Arabic song, Nene? Electric, still waiting to hear if you want to say more. Ghost Tube. Interesting. What did you guys talk about, Electric? The silences. The silences. What silences? When I'm not saying anything? Or when no one's typing? Or something else? I guess Electric read the phrase. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that's what happened. Electric is from Sweden. His family is from Ethiopia and Somalia. He dipped. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm never sure. I don't think, I mean, I know at this point that the viewer count isn't very accurate. Sometimes it's not very accurate. Maybe he dipped, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe he got possessed by a spirit. It's 3. He didn't leave. Yeah, it says 3. Probably you, Nene, Escon, and Electric, I would assume. Yes, it's 3. 3 people. So it says. So it says. But sometimes, a lot of times, what it says isn't the truth. It'll say I have 0 people, even though I'm talking to like 1 or 2 people. Now it says 4 for me. Maybe he's back. Electric says, I'm wondering what the nearby spirit's speaking about. I will be back. Oh wow. Let us know what you Ghost tube. Interesting. What do you guys think about spirits? I imagine we'll get a lot of different answers. Someone from Pakistan, Spain, or in Spain, Sweden, America. Thoughts on ghosts? Thoughts on spirits? Electric, they're talking about what you would look like naked. Wow. Maybe. That would be interesting. Where does that come from, Nene? How do you know? Ha ha ha. Askan, what do you think about spirits? Nene, what do you think about spirits? Personally, I don't believe in spirits. The spirit said, flames. Why did the spirit say flames, Electric? Any theories? Did it say anything else? Because I'm a psychic. I see. Askan says, we have the phrase above, which if you memorize, the spirits just go away. Is that like, you said it's in Arabic. Where does the phrase come from? Is it like a Muslim thing? Islam? Nene says, no, they were talking about how hot he would look like naked. Wow. Incredible. Electric says, I will check again. Sure. Let us know what they say, Electric. Slay. Slay indeed. Slay indeed. Khan says yes, it's a religious thing. I see, I see. Islam or a different religious thing? A different religion? What did you have in breakfast? Nothing. I skip breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. But I did drink some water and some Gatorade. Islam, I see. Electric says because. Because. I think is the hellfire. Khan, are you Muslim? Nene says, who's your fave gay? By the way, if it's not me, I'm leaving. I'm afraid then I can't answer, Nene. I believe in being honest and speaking the truth, my true thoughts and feelings. But if I can't be honest and I have to say it's you, then what's the point? Khan says, yes, brother, I see. Salam, salam. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. The Spirit said, I want you to go. Maybe the Spirit wants me to leave the room I am in. Maybe. Where would you go, Electric? Where are you going? Nene says it was a joke. I see. Favorite gay? I don't know many gays. Oh, I'm getting a bit of acid reflux. Let me drink some water. I do want to go eat soon, though. How far are we in? We're at 170 minutes. So that's 2 hours and 50 minutes, I think. Wait, that's crazy. I think this might be my longest live stream yet now, I think. 2 hours, 50 minutes. I think I'll end at the 3-hour mark at 180. I'm gonna wrap up and get ready. I need to go to the dentist, fix my teeth. Yesterday I wanted to stream more, but my teeth was like giving me so much pain, nerve pain, that I couldn't, like my eyes were hurting. I was just suffering. But yeah, Nene says it was a joke, but you know me. As Khan said, I have a but I don't know whether it will be easy for you or not. For me? What do you mean? What idea? I'm gonna take these off. I really need to pee. I need to use the bathroom, but I think I can last 9 minutes. I want to hit the 180-minute mark. 3 hours. I don't know if I've hit 3 hours yet. I know I've hit 2.5 hours a couple times, but this might be my first 3-hour live stream. Maybe I'm wrong. Electric says the living room. You went to the living room, eh? Nene says, hi, can you tell what I wrote? That's very cool text, Nene. How did you do that? How did you type that so fast? Did you find it online somewhere? That's impressive. It looks cool. I like it. Electric says these spirits nowadays. What do you mean, Electric? Nene says face emoji? Face emoji? Face emoji. Face emoji. What does it mean, Nene? Tell us. Enlighten us. Face emoji. Face emoji. Escon says, yes, you can go live and walk at the same time. If you're multitasking. Oh, I see. Yeah, I did it once. I actually wanted to do it yesterday. But I was just in too much pain. I do want to do that more so I can get exercise in while I live stream. Um, the only thing is that I have to use data, and it's really expensive. But I think I can do it because I have there's like an option in my phone plan where I can buy like 2 hours unlimited data for like, I have a Mexican SIM card, but it works here in the US. So it's like 15 pesos, the Mexican currency, which is actually really cheap in the US. That's like $1. So I think I could. I wanna give it a try. Maybe later today if I feel okay. I'm wondering how I'm gonna feel after this because I've been doing a lot of streaming and a lot of time behind the screen, and I think I've been getting really strained, a lot of strain in my eyes. But yeah, probably later tonight if I have if I can and if I want to still, I'll try to walk and stream. But yeah, it's a good idea. Electric says I have it. What do you have, Electric? What do you have? Nene says it's a app. You get a lot of cool text, emojis, and art. Oh, okay, very cool. The spirit said to me, idiotic. Why do you think it said that, Electric? Oh man. Wow. I really have been going on for a long time. I'm remembering how this all started. I had like really long conversations with some people way earlier today. Nene says, well, because you're an idiot. No hate. I guess that would be what most people would guess. That the spirit is saying Electric is idiotic. That's a mean spirit. But what do you think, Electric? Why did it say idiotic? This is the part where Electric says it said idiotic because it was talking to Nene. I'm kidding. Nene says, but you're not. You're perfect just the way you are. I agree. Oh, heart reactions. I forgot about the reactions thing. That's the first time I've seen them all stream. Thank you for whoever is sending me a lot of hearts. I appreciate it. I almost forgot that. I didn't see the emoji that was. Celebration hat. Or confetti. Hearts. It's me, like always. Maybe, I don't think many people know that it's there. Electric says face emoji. What does that mean? Why do you guys keep saying that? Face emoji. I told you. You told me what face emoji was? Oh, that's the name of the app. It gives you a lot of cool text, emojis, and art. Oh, okay, I see now. I see what you mean. Electric said, because I need to leave the area of the room I'm currently living in. Oh, you think the spirit told you you're idiotic because you have to leave the room that you're in? Also what? Wow. Let me show you guys a sneak peek, a behind the scenes look that you rarely get to see on my streams. Normally you just see my background, maybe you see some flowers, but I'm gonna show you guys the sky. Look at that. It is sunny outside. Super sunny. When I came out here in the morning 3 hours ago, it was cold. I'm wearing pants, I have my flannel on, but now it's really hot. And if I walk out of here, I'm probably gonna sweat. Oh God. Don't look. Nanny said maybe you need to leave the planet. I doubt it. Maybe. The spirit said knots. Meaning behind it is that the spirit want me to commit suicide. I don't know about that. How do you know it doesn't mean that the spirit committed suicide? Why would the spirit hate you? Why would the spirit be mean to you? What have you done to it? You're just a kid. By the way, I'm gonna be ending stream in 1 minute. So let's wrap up here. Any last words? Nene said maybe you should stop looking at that app and delete it. Maybe. Any last words? Tell me. 30 seconds. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Hey. And no hurt, please. I don't know what face that is. Blushing face? Yeah, don't hurt yourself, Electric. I don't think the spirit wants you to hurt yourself. I feel like the spirit about itself. Maybe the spirit killed itself. And maybe it feels idiotic. Or maybe people told him he was idiotic before he killed himself. We love you, Selene. Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. Electric said blasphemy lifestyle. Indeed. Alright. I'm heading out. Thank you for the heart reactions. Probably from Nene, from both of you now. Alright. I'm gonna head out. Have a great night in Sweden, in Spain, and whoever else is here. Ask Khan if you're in here. Great night in Pakistan. I'm out of here. Peace. Take care. Later.